There are moments in life that quietly divide everything into before and after. They don't announce themselves. They don't come with warning signs or dramatic music. They just sit there, unnoticed, waiting for you to make one small decision. For me, it was a random Tuesday night and a link I almost didn't open. If I had ignored it, I would have married her. I would have bought a house. I would have had kids with a woman I never truly knew. People think betrayal always starts with temptation, with lust, with a bad decision made in a moment of weakness. They're wrong. Sometimes betrayal starts with trust and grows quietly while you're busy believing in someone. Before Elena, I thought my life was finally stable. I had just turned 30. A steady job. A small apartment. A routine that felt safe. I wasn't chasing excitement anymore. I wasn't looking for chaos. I wanted something simple. Something real. Someone who wanted the same future I did. And then she walked into that coffee shop near the train station. She stood in line behind me, apologized when she accidentally bumped into my shoulder, and smiled like she wasn't trying to impress anyone. That's what caught my attention. She said her name was Elena. She spoke softly. Listened more than she talked. She didn't overshare. Didn't flirt aggressively. She felt grounded. Safe. I'm Ethan, just a regular guy who still believed honesty was the foundation of everything. Our first dates were quiet. Coffee. Walks. Long conversations about nothing important. She laughed easily but never too loudly. When I asked about her work, she said she was in digital marketing. Freelance. Flexible hours. It sounded boring. I liked that. From the outside, our relationship looked normal, maybe even dull. Grocery shopping on Sundays. Movie nights. Falling asleep on the couch. Talking about moving in together someday. She mentioned kids once. Casually. Like it wasn't urgent, but it mattered. She talked about slowing down. About wanting a simpler life. About leaving parts of her past behind. I believed her. She worked late sometimes. Traveled occasionally. Took phone calls outside. Her phone was always locked with a password, but she explained it was because of past relationships that ended badly. I trusted her. That was my mistake. What I didn't know was that I was dating only the version of her she allowed me to see. Before she met me, Elena had entered the adult film industry. At first, she convinced herself it was temporary. A quick way to make money. Short contracts. No emotional involvement. Then came stage names. Agencies. Studios. Flights to other cities. Other countries. And when I entered her life, she didn't walk away from that world. She learned how to separate it. One life was quiet, domestic, loving. The other was hidden behind screens, contracts, and a name that wasn't hers. She lived both at the same time. She deleted messages constantly. Changed SIM cards. Had separate emails. Whenever I suggested we move in together, she had a reason to wait. The reason was always the same. If he finds out, he'll leave. The truth didn't come gently. One night, after work, a coworker sent me a message. "Hey man, this might sound insane, but does this look like your girlfriend?" There was a link. I didn't click it. Not right away. I stared at my phone for a long time. Walked around my apartment. Put it down. Picked it up again. Told myself it was a coincidence. Someone who just looked like her. I wanted it to be nothing. When I finally opened the link, everything inside me went quiet. Different name. Same face. Same voice. Same eyes. Even the small birthmark on her neck, the one I kissed without thinking, was there. I paused the video. My apartment felt unnaturally silent. Like the air had been sucked out. I went to the bathroom, splashed cold water on my face, stared into the mirror and didn't recognize the man looking back. Then I searched more. One site. Another. Another. Different years. Different studios. Some uploads were dated during our relationship. I opened my calendar. The weekend she visited her mom. The night she said her phone died. The week she cried in my arms and said she was tired of life. Every date lined up perfectly. That's when the memories turned against me. Why she flinched when I filmed a short video of us joking around. Why she tensed when I walked into the room unexpectedly. Why she always turned off the lights when we were together. That night, she came home late. I was sitting at the kitchen table. Lights on. Laptop open. I'd calm in a way that scared even me. She talked fast. About money. Fear. Survival. How it was just work. How she planned to stop. How she wanted a normal life with me. She never said sorry. That's the worst part, I said quietly. Not what you did there. But who you were with me. She cried. I packed my things in 20 minutes. She stood in the hallway saying my name over and over. I didn't turn around. Because once you see the truth, staying hurts more than leaving. After I left that night, I didn't feel strong. That's the part people don't talk about. Walking away didn't feel like victory. It felt like amputation. I slept on a friend's couch for a week. Barely ate. Every sound at night felt louder than it should have been. My phone stayed face down, even when it was silent. I replayed moments I had trusted without question. Her hand on my chest when she said, "You're different." The way she smiled when she talked about our future. The night she fell asleep first, her face calm like there was nothing to hide. I kept asking myself, was any of it real? Doubt is a slow poison. Every memory became suspicious. Every kind word felt rehearsed. Even the quiet moments now felt staged. For the first time in my life, I didn't trust my own judgment. Friends said, "You couldn't have known." That didn't help. Because trust isn't about logic. It's about vulnerability. And I had given her mine freely. She sent long messages I never replied to. Voice notes full of shaking breaths. She said she loved me. Said she felt like two people trapped in one body. I listened once. Then I deleted everything. Forgiveness without truth is just another lie. That's when I realized something painful. She didn't just hide her other life from me. She needed me not to know. My ignorance was part of her stability. Months later, she asked to meet. Same coffee shop. She looked smaller. Tired. Real. For the first time, her career was collapsing. Contracts ended. Videos leaked. Studios disappeared. She asked me to help her tell the story publicly. I said no. You want relief, I told her. I want peace. A week later, the truth came out anyway. I moved away. New city. New routine. I started writing at night. About trust. About masks. About loving an image instead of a person. People read it. They thanked me. Years later, a court summons arrived. When the judge asked if I knew about her double life, I said no. That answer ended everything. Years later still, I saw her at a train station. Selling coffee. No mask. No fame. We didn't speak. Some stories aren't meant to be repaired. They're meant to be survived. Sometimes betrayal isn't about sex. Sometimes it's about loving someone who never truly existed.